Life Pro. Super excited to see you all today. We've got a great day planned for you. We are coming up on the greatest holiday season for sales and getting the greatest discounts, the deepest cuts on our products coming up here. We've already started part of that sale. It's already going on right now. And we got more coming in the next week into Thanksgiving weekdays and into Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, Black Friday. All those special buys are coming very soon, but we've already started that special right now. And so right now, you can get all of our products 20% off with a free massage gun with every order over $100. Hello, great deals, right? So start stocking up on those buys. Now, if you want 2 massage guns, make 2 separate orders. Just $100 is all you got to spend to get a free massage gun. So do the work, process those orders. We're going to provide you with the link that you can order direct from this broadcast on some of my favorite things. But before we get into some of Amber's favorite things for the holidays, I want to share with you, we've got 2 winners. We've been running a social media post contest, and each month we celebrate 2 winners. Your choice of, if I remember right, a gift card to be used directly towards Life Pro, or a gift card that you can use towards anything and everything through Visa. So 2 winners. When I share the names of those winners, I want you to make sure and direct message us through Life Pro. You can send me a text message, 317-446-7971, and let me know that you've won. And I'm going to need your first and last name because it might be different than what you've been using on social media. I need an email address, a mailing address so that we can send you your gift card, and a phone number in case we need to call you. And I want to know which one of those items you'd like to win. So again, this is our social media contest of sharing reviews and letting us know how you're loving your products throughout all of our different platforms. And we've got 2 very special winners today that Life Pro has sent me to be able to celebrate. We appreciate all of you sharing the good and with anybody and everybody, but we also really want your feedback on what we're not doing good, because criticism, not on social media, but if you can send us an email or let us know if there's something that you're struggling with. We are always trying to take it up another notch. We're always trying to get better. And we would much rather hear from you via phone or by email, support@lifeprofitness.com. Make sure and let us know, or send us a DM through the Messenger platform on either Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. Let us know what we need to be doing better. And if there's a certain product, so many of you have contacted me, you're wanting to know if there's a certain product coming through the pipeline that we don't already offer, whether it is a red light therapy set that covers you fingertips to toes, whether it's a bigger sauna, whether it's a certain type of product that you've seen someplace else, a full spectrum sauna, or a PMF mat that does other things that ours does not do. If you're interested in different products that are out there with other companies, make sure and send us that information too, because we're always trying to figure out what you are needing so that we can give you the best life possible from the convenience of your home. So let us know how we're doing. We do appreciate all the comments, the love, the likes, and sharing our energy forward to your family, friends, loved ones, coworkers, colleagues, what have you. So without further ado, we've got 2 big winners for today. Number 1, I apologize in advance if I don't pronounce it correctly. It is not intentional. I'm terrible with names, but I love my part of the job to be able to celebrate all of you. So winner number 1, and not in any specific order, is Lamila Gomez. I'm going to say Gomez, might be Gomes. Gomes is last name. First name spelled Ludimilla. So Ludmilla Gomez, I'm going to assume is how you pronounce it. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. And then winner number 2 is Wendy Grover, Grover. It is the month of G-Force, right? Gomez and Grover, love it. You 2 individuals have been chosen as our social media winners of the month. And so make sure, if you can, send us a message, send me or text message me a message letting me know the criteria, the information that I asked you for a second ago. So first and last name, of where you want your prize sent, mailing address, email, phone number to call, and send that to my phone number, 317-446-7971, and we will make sure that you get your prize as quickly as we can get it to you. So what is today about? Well, it is not a product launch. It is not a review of a product launch that we've done recently. The holidays are coming up. And so I want to share with you, since we are running 20% off all of our lowest marked items priced. So in other words, you can get 20% off of anything on the LifePro site right now, as well as getting a free massage gun. I cannot tell you which model massage gun they're gifting out to you, but you're going to get a free massage gun if you spend over $100 with your next order. And so I wanted to share with you some of my favorite tools and devices for stress reduction. It has been a very long week. It's been a great week. And Thanksgiving and the holidays are coming up for those of you that celebrate the holidays. So I wanted to share with you some of my favorite things. And behind me, because we are hitting rock bottom pricing on our whole body vibration systems, I wanted to be able to share with you a couple of my favorite platforms and how I de-stress, because I don't have to work the rest of this weekend. It has been a very long, busy week in the world of pain relief. And we hosted last Saturday and Sunday, we hosted a ladies retreat at my facility, and heavily sponsored by LifePro products. We celebrated about 50 women in 2 days, and they paid a certain amount of money to come in, and we basically just pamper and restore and recharge and love them. And we provided them food and drinks. We call it Magic Ladies. And they got to enjoy the room that I'm in with about 15 sets of air compression boots. We had 6 of these vibration platforms out of all different types. We had our VisiCure light therapy masks. We had our LumaCure light therapy torches. We had our sauna fired up and running. Everybody took turns getting in the sauna. We hired an esthetician to come in and do facials with our red light therapy products. We were using our massage guns with everybody relaxing. We were using 2 of the PMF mats, the pulsed electromagnetic fields. They got to lay on those and feel their body truly transforming in the room in dim lighting with relaxing vibes going on in the background. And we played a really, really fun movie. So where we could all laugh, because we all got to laugh, right? So I got to gather a lot of what everybody's favorite things were. And since the sales are hitting hard in the next 6 weeks, I wanted to share with you some of my favorite things, because I need to relax instead of being all hyped up and happy and bouncing off the walls. So what does Amber do to relax? Well, part of what I like to do to relax is I like to use the machines, the whole body vibration platforms. That's part of it. And everybody always asks me, what is your favorite? The Rumble X Plus, which is completely flat, is the one that I use in my facility all day, every day, to assess pain in individuals who stand on it. Because if you have foot ankle problems, if you have knee pain, if you have hip pain, putting yourself on a curve can create more forces in those joints. So I actually love using the Rumble X Plus, which is this flat one behind me. And then when I'm not using that one, when I'm trying to stimulate energy in other areas, I like to resort to this machine right here, which is the Rumble X Pro, okay? The Rumble X Pro has just enough of a curve that it doesn't hurt the hips, the knees, or the ankles, but enough that we can feel the vibrational energy in the outer thighs and in the inner thighs. So many of you have reached out to me and said that you've got sciatica. And so what I'm going to show you today, not only how to relax and wind down your nervous system so that you can sleep at night, but also how you can loosen up the hips and loosen up and relax the calves. Because if you have restless leg syndrome, you've got sciatica, you've got back pain, there's a lot of these different strategies that you can use from the convenience of home in order to help keep your body feeling great at its best, and you can offload stress all at the same time. So why not, right? So without further ado, whoops, it would help if it was plugged in. There we go. Now, what I want to make sure you remember when you're getting on, no matter what platform you're using, I prefer to do everything barefoot, and I've got tennis shoes on right now, so I'm going to take those off. But if you have one of our Rumble X units, if you have a Rumble X platform, doesn't matter which one, All of our Rumble X platforms have 3 motors, which makes it 4D stimulation, okay? If you can choose the P2 program, a preset program, the biggest problem that I hear from a lot of our consumers and the clients that I work with every day is they don't know which buttons to push when they get their unit. So on the Rumble X Plus, you're going to find a P on the panel. If you push that P button 2 times, just twice. If you press the P button twice, it'll light up and it'll say P2. Once you push the start button, which looks like a triangle, once you push the start button, you don't have to touch it. You don't have to do anything with the intensity, with the time. It runs itself. I'm one of those people, I like to get on it, go, and not think about anything except for how wonderful it feels. So the P2 on the Plus is the P button, hit it twice. If you're on the Rumble X Pro, it looks like the settings gearbox on your phone, okay? So if you're pushing the one that looks like a wrench with the circle through it, that's the wrong one. If you're wanting the preset program to turn it on to P2 on the Pro, you're gonna want to look for what looks like a gear, okay? And it's the second button from the right. If you're looking directly down on it, push it twice until it says P2, light up in red on the bottom, push the start button, which is also a triangle, okay? Pointing in one direction or the other, okay? So make sure you're pushing the triangle. It'll push start. Once you start it, you don't have to touch it. It'll automatically kick off when it's done. And if you want to repeat that exercise twice or 3 times, you can get on any one of our units for 30 minutes at a time and you're fine. A lot of our literature states 10 minutes, but truly, if you feel great and you want to take it up a notch, or you don't feel any pain when you're on it, or you feel better as you're getting used to it, then go longer. I've been on them for multiple hours a day and it doesn't cause me a problem. I have fibromyalgia, so it helps to keep me fluid and moving well. If you have had a recent diagnosis as a fracture, vibration can reproduce pain associated with the fracture. So you might start with just placing your feet on it and start in a seated position so that you're not loaded vertically in line with the vibration. If you don't have a fracture, get on and go and have fun with the ride. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my shoes and my socks off so I can get a really good stimulation through the feet, okay? I'm gonna show you something. Maybe? Nope, we're not. On the palm of the hand and on the soles of the feet, okay? It is really important to remember that the little happy cells that provide your brain with information about where you're at in space and neurosensory through the whole body, how the body releases hormones, how it reduces stress, are on the bottom of the feet and the palms of the hands. On the palms of the hands, they're 17 times more potent than the ones on the feet. So if you are blocking that on the platform by wearing shoes and socks, you're robbing yourself of opportunity. If you have too much hypersensitivity, whether you got neuropathy or you've had a recent problem with your feet, and if it's too much intensity, then just try socks, but without the shoes. And if you don't have a good base of support to stand on, then just put your feet on it. And if you have to put an extra mat in between, so an extra layer in between the platform and your feet, that's better than wearing socks and shoes, even in a seated position, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this back on because it by default turns itself off after 3 minutes of no stimulation. And I'm just standing. Everybody wants to know, like, what do you do in order to de-stress? You do nothing. You just get on it and go for a ride and enjoy the energy circulating up through the bottom of your feet. So what I want to make sure of, though, is as you are standing on here, we want to make sure that you're opening up your toes, spreading your toes apart, and compressing as much of your foot in there as you possibly can, okay? Now I'm going to make some adjustments here so that you can see, because you're looking a little crooked on me today. I got one of those tables that spins, and for whatever reason, it looks a little crooked. There we go. Now we're better. Okay, so you're going to start to see, I got black on today, so you can't see the stuff flopping everywhere in order to loosen up. But like today, I can feel a lot of tension in my low back. Just actually got in my bathtub this morning and soaked in some Epsom salts to help get some extra electrolytes in my body. And when we feel stiff and when we don't move enough, we actually create a change in what's called our extracellular matrix, which is what puts together our bones and everything in between. If you have ever heard of fascia, Fascia, fascia is made up of an extracellular matrix of 70% water, elastin, collagen of 28 different types of collagen, and what is called ground substance. Ground substance is almost like jello throughout the whole body, and we're just kind of floating with our bones and our muscles and everything in this ground substance or jelly. When we don't move enough, that starts to transition from jelly or jello to sticky peanut butter or sticky honey, okay? Much different in how it flows. And then when we sit for very long periods of time, or we lay in certain periods of time and we don't move a whole lot, that sticky honey and peanut butter eventually starts to transition into glue, which then surrounds other structures with more of a glue-like substance, and then we get stuck there and we can't open up and we can't move, and so we feel tense, okay? By standing on any one of the vibration platforms, doesn't matter which one you have, by standing on any of them helps to release that glue and transition it back into sticky honey peanut butter or jello, okay? So we try and move in whatever kind of positions we can tolerate, okay, so that we can stimulate as many muscle fibers as possible, and we can get things fluid instead of glued, okay, fluid instead of glued. So is there a right or wrong way to stand? No, just the most important thing is don't lock your knees out and don't just sit or stand in that one locked in position with your knees locked out, because it automatically goes straight to your low back, which doesn't always feel good. Now, as the unit changes programming, because you use a preset program, you don't have to think. It just continues to adjust as your body continues to adapt. The beautiful thing about this is if you're using manual mode and you're setting up your machine for all three motors and you're changing the speed back and forth, your body knows that's coming, so it doesn't change. By having a preset program, you really don't know what's coming, and so your body constantly has to adapt and adjust, which actually improves balance. It includes muscle tone. It reduces that inflammatory response in the human body with the nervous system and allows you to feel more free. But again, if you don't feel safe being in a standing position, I'm going to turn my toes inward now so I can get more of these hips. If you don't feel good standing in a position, then make sure you find yourself a way to sit down. But what's really important when you sit down is that you make sure that your hips are higher than your knees. Because if your hips are sitting lower than your knees, then you're putting more pressure in your hip joints, okay? Which actually makes you hurt more. So if I have my white chair here, I'll turn this to the side so you can see. If I'm in position here, when I sit down on this, my hips are sitting lower than my knees. So my body is actually working a lot harder and not feeling as good. So I'm actually intensifying pressure here and into the knees. So if you don't have another stool at home, then go and grab a bunch of pillows and elevate your seat height to a higher level. So I'm going to do that right quick. I'm going to grab some extra pillows. Okay, so we got extra pillows or extra pads and high. Now my hips are sitting level with my knees, so the energy is not stuck into my hip sockets, and I can feel this going all the way up and down, back and forth, okay? And you can change your foot alignment down at the bottom. You can turn it outwards. You can lean forward, put your elbows on your knees so that you can feel it more in your back. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. We can go back to 21 ways and 21 days to a better you, or the 21-day challenge, and you can learn a lot more about that. But there's all different ways that you can position yourself to feel better on the platform. Now, if you are suffering from sciatica, okay, really important. Most people who have sciatica have a pain right here in the deep of their booty, okay? And what we need to do is to stimulate those muscles to work better. And so we can get on our platform and put an amber squishy ball in between the legs, up high. And if we squeeze just a little bit, you're actually going to feel these muscles working. So if you feel them burning, that's okay. That means we're working on strengthening up our glute muscles, which then take pressure off of the sciatic nerve. If our muscles are not working, and if they're ultra tight from sitting all the time, then we actually have more pain through that sciatic nerve. So by squeezing this ball back and forth, like we're trying to pop it, and we can drop into a seated position. So I can actually do this in a seat, okay? When you do that, you actually open up the sacroiliac joint, your SI joint. It opens that up and takes pressure off that sciatic nerve. So just standing, squeezing the ball makes a big difference. Okay, so another one of my favorite things that I'm going to share with you. This is one of our newest pieces of equipment. Bear with me as I grab it. It's right here, handy right here. Here's something cool for you. You can take our Sculpt trainer, and this can become your bench. So you can position that, and now you've got a height. It's not quite high enough for me to be level. So again, if you need to get yourself extra pillows and position, then you can turn your Sculpt trainer into a bench for your Rumble-X, okay? And again, from here, I can work my thighs even harder, put the ball in between the thighs, and we just squeeze and pulse, okay? And in doing this, we're actually helping back and hip pain. So if you have back or hip pain, whether it's sciatica, whether it's a disc bulge, whether it is a sprain, strain, whatever you want to call it, by squeezing this ball and sitting with my feet planted on the platform, we're actually enhancing how the back feels. So if you actually feel an increase in some burning in your back area, that means muscles are starting to work. So don't be afraid of that. It's a good thing. Definitely a good thing, okay? We can take the ball further out to the knees and squeeze out further away, and that changes how these outer thighs and these glute muscles are working, okay? We can go hovering, okay? So I still have the bench behind me, and I'm squeezing, 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 and then I'll sit and squeeze, and then I'll ride high and squeeze. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this and still, can feel those butt muscles working and firing. That's good. We want to get those muscles stronger, taking pressure off the sciatic nerve from being so short. And then we have much better hip support, which means the balance goes up, strength goes up, pain goes down, function all improved, okay? Now I'm going to take you down to the floor because I love doing this from the floor as well. So we're going to go all the way down to the floor where we can visit and say hello. And again, probably going to look like we're a little crooked. Okay. So just sitting here and relaxing, just making direct contact with my butt on the platform is going to help with that sciatica. Okay. So let's make sure I got plenty of room here. And I'm seeing some questions. Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. That's so nice to hear you say that. Yes, go get your ball and get it out and use it. I'm going to tell you a little secret that I have learned over the last couple of years. We're going to repeat this. We're going to go feet together. And we can squeeze here, and I'm still feeling direct pressure right on that sciatic spot, right in that hot spot in my booty, right? But we don't have to do squats. We don't have to do lunges. We don't have to load heavy. We just have to get things working, okay? Here's what I've learned here in the last couple of weeks with hosting this women's retreat. There were a couple of people who had a Rumblex that bought it 2 years ago, and it was still sitting at home in the box. If you are watching this, and if you do not have your machine out, you've stored it away, you've put it in another room, if you don't have to walk past it every day, you're not going to use it. So make it available where you don't have to think about it. And even just getting on 10 minutes, 5 minutes makes a huge difference, okay? When it comes to sciatica, let me make another adjustment here. When it comes to sciatica, if I switch this so you can see the side view, if you sit back, make contact with your hands on the floor, except I'm going to roll to one side. Now, my butt muscle has turned into more like a fan, okay? So I'm absorbing all this energy on my butt, and it feels so good. It feels so good. So if you have sciatica and you cannot get over it, have a seat on the vibration platform and then roll to the side and let it vibrate through. And if you have to take one leg out, you can take one leg out. Nobody's caring. You can bring that one leg up and get into a really deep stretch. So you're getting the bottom of your feet stimulated. You're getting your butt cheek on the other side. And if we open up our chest by having our hands behind us, if you can get your hands behind you, now we're opening up all these muscles here in the chest, which automatically cause low back pain when they're too tight. So just sitting right on top of the unit makes a big difference. Now, if you're having trouble with making sure that your unit stays turned on because you keep tapping it by accident with your clothes, the control panel, you can put a towel, you can put a mat, whatever you need to do, a piece of tape over the mat or over the control panel so you don't rub it by accident. But even bringing my feet closer to me, I can feel this. So SI joint pain. How many of you have SI joint pain? This feels so good. Oh my gosh, this feels good. Okay, one of my other favorite things to do. If you didn't know, the vibration platform is my absolute favorite product. It is what started my journey with LifePro, and it's what continues to keep my life very, very happy. So the other product that I love is the Horizon Balance Ball. Let me show you how you can use that in coordination with your platform. Grabbing it and coming right back to you all. If you're wanting to really feel that SI joint, so the SI joint is like really, it's right above your butt crack, below your spine, okay? You can put the Horizon Balance Trainer on here. Check this out. And I'm leaning back so I can feel the SI joint right there. Just lay back and open up that chest. Now I'm getting direct stimulation right on the SI joint, and I can slide forward if I have to get even more. If I want even more, put your feet up top, okay? But I can open up and enjoy this energy transferring through. Feels absolutely amazing. We can go feet down so we feel stable, okay? I can actually hold this. So I'm firing the abs, and I'm holding my head up. You can use that amber squishy ball, put it behind your head. Now we're living like the ultimate lifestyle right here. We have our chest openers, SI joint is intact, sciatica nerve is in contact with the platform. I'm not having to strain my neck to hold myself up, and I'm engaging these muscles down low, your pelvic muscles, and everything feels wonderful. So if you haven't tried this at home yet, try this at home. It is very, very comfortable to do this. If you don't have an amber squishy ball, go on Amazon and look up Pilates bar, B-A-R-R-E ball, 9-inch, 10-inch. That's what this is. Costs you $10. Okay? LifePro makes their own that comes with the Horizon Balance Trainer. So if you don't have a Horizon Balance Trainer, go get you one and you'll get an amber squishy ball with it. Okay, now I can take my legs out straight. Okay, life is good. Now I'm wide open, feeling the energy in my glutes, feeling it in my hamstrings. I'm able to receive this energy all the way up to my torso. Arms are open. because if I've been like this all day typing away in a seated position, everything is turning inwards. So we got to go the opposite. We got to open up. I personally like to lift my head back because the tissue that causes so much pain in the low back runs right up the front of our body and actually ends in our mouth. So if I can tilt my head back and open my chest wall up, the whole body gets to elongate, and the vibration is stimulating the release of all that tension. Be careful laying here too long because it can create a response that feels so good that it's euphoric. You know what I'm talking about. So just lay here, breathe in, and blow out. Taking those hands overhead. You can even use your amber squishy ball overhead, find the ground. Now I'm getting this really big opener throughout the whole front line. Deep breath in. Let it on out. Life is fabulous. This is good stuff. Yep, if you're not enjoying this right now, grab your unit and join in. I didn't want this to be a big gab session about us talking about different things. I wanted to give you resources. I wanted to give you ideas. Now, what else can we do? If our hip flexors are tight, we have back pain, we need to release these quads. So, watch this. I'm going to turn my machine around. I'm going to show you how to use the Pro here in just a second. Trust me, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Okay, so I can bring my Horizon out here in front. Quads are in contact with, propping myself up, knees are bent. So now I'm getting maximal vibrational energy in my quads. Feels so good. The setting that I'm using is P2. P2 is my favorite on all of the Rumblex models. It is my go-to. It is my go-to. And so if the P2 is too much for you, then you can go manual mode with one of 3 motors or all 3 motors running together, but then you get to play around with the speed. And you don't want to get too used to speed, so I'm going to go really wide with my legs. So now I'm going to get inner thighs, okay? And again, if you are having trouble with your machine turning off accidentally, lay a towel over your control panel underneath of your hips. So you're going to lay it right here, okay? Lay a towel there so that you don't accidentally kick it off. Like I just did. I actually just did that. So, yeah, I paused it with 2:04 left to go. So this is the Rumblex Plus. Let me bring you the Rumblex Pro. It's another favorite. And if you have a waver or a turbo, they all work. It doesn't matter which one you have. They all work. The more energy you want, choose higher. Choose higher for a preset program to get more energy. Now, another exercise I like to do, this one is curved. This has a curved platform, okay? So let me show you something here really quick. I'm gonna bring a special box in so that we're sitting level. And I don't have to figure out where I'm located on the screen. Like to make sure and give you guys lots of resources here. There we go. Now we can see each other at eye level. Life is great. Okay. So when it comes to being on the platform, I go to like the TJ Maxx or Marshalls and get myself one of these that I cut apart into multiple mini pieces. Let me see here. I'm looking a little crooked. Let's see if we can fix how crooked that looks. There we go. Now we're sitting straight. Now we got it. Yes. Okay. So I just took a regular like yoga mat and cut it into smaller pieces. And you can use that to cover over your control panel. So the control panel there at the top, if you cover it up, then you won't make contact with it. You won't keep the machine off by accident, okay? If you're gonna do what I'm getting ready to do here, which helps with the hip flexors being tight, and it helps if you're having trouble igniting your pelvic floor, whether you're a gentleman or a female, okay? Male or female, doesn't matter. If we're trying to get prostate, uterus, bladder, hammock of muscles working better, this is great for stimulating that energy much closer to the pelvic floor without influencing your knees being locked out. And if you have trouble with kneeling on your knees, put a couple pillows on, okay? So these are memory foam mats. And if I put one on each side, then I can kneel a little bit better, almost as if I'm in contact. Now it looks like I'm gonna flip backwards, but as I slide forward, I'm still kneeling and my knees are cushioned without there being direct pain. So if you have trouble with being in direct contact with the platform and you need extra cushioning or extra padding, you actually can do that. Get yourself some extra pillows at home, some decorator's pillows, and load up those knees. Now, when it comes to the Rumble X Pro, the second button from the right is what looks like a settings. It looks like a round gear. You're going to choose that, and you're going to push it twice, and then again, I push play. So if I'm trying to open up these hip flexors, okay, then by maintaining this position, I'm feeling the energy running right through the inner thighs, right through the crotch, okay? This, if you do not have a good working pelvic floor, you're gonna feel this pretty easy, okay? And again, it can make things really exciting if you know what I'm talking about. You can use it for incontinence, you can use it for pain, you can use it just for getting those inner thighs stronger and more tone. If you have a hip circle or a rubber band, we can put that on and actually work these outer thigh muscles even more. But if I'm just wanting to relax and settle into this, I mean, if you can get into a kneeled position where you can enjoy the vibration even through your shins. You've got shin splints. This is a really good one for shin splints. We've had a lot of those coming in lately with basketball. But again, like I said before, if you have trouble with pain, so I'm going to cover up my control panel, and I'm going to put these two pads side by side, and I'm just going to load and go, okay? This feels really soothing. So this is not pain because it's a thick pad. You can use pillows, okay? So I'm actually building the device up to me. And this feels really, really nice, really nice. Okay, we want to make this feel all the way up to our chest. Grab your Amber Squishy Ball and just push in. Just push in a little bit on both sides. You're going to feel that energy coming up all the way through the center of your core being, coming up through the abdominal wall and into the chest wall, because we're creating a circuit here by compressing on this ball while I'm holding myself up, okay? We can also put the ball in between the thighs and squeeze the ball while we're kneeling, okay? This also helps in getting these butt muscles firing better, which takes pressure off the low back, takes pressure off the sciatica, takes pressure off the hip flexors. So as soon as I go to squeeze that ball, these hip flexors automatically open up a little bit, okay? So great activity for those who need to strengthen hips and thighs. If you're just wanting to relax in this position, but you're able to get inner thighs, get that Horizon balance trainer out in front of you and just hold here. This is also really good if you've got shin splints, if you have lower leg pain, if you've got plantar fasciitis. Getting into this position right here and just relaxing, we can run those shoulders and release those shoulders. So if we're dealing with shoulder pain, we're knocking it all out right here all at once, okay? And the Horizon balance trainer is really soft on the palm of your hands, so you're able to relax into this position. So I'm just pushing the sky away, and then I'm crunching my shoulders back together. So push away, coming back to, pushing away, coming back to with those shoulders, okay? We can even drop down into a lowered plank, and this is not a proper planking position, but it allows my back and my hips to stretch out. Feels really good. Just let that head drop and just receive the free energy. It's free. It is free energy, guys. Use it. It is free, okay? Now, as I showed you before, you can lay across here with your thighs. Another thing that you can do with your Horizon is put your feet up in front. So now I'm sitting completely level, okay? And I'm getting a lot of this energy here. If we have sore shoulders, okay, remember, if our arms are forward, then these muscles here in the front are going to be more strained. So the idea is to open those muscles up. If you have to make contact with the outer edge of your platform, the further away your hands are from your center, the more you feel the energy up in your neck and shoulders. So if you want to place it behind, You can do that, and you're going to feel this more in your triceps and in this area up here where we tend to carry a lot of extra fluff, a lot of extra pain. Okay? So I'm sitting on here and level playing ground. We can work thighs inside to out, which changes how the hips align. Okay? I can even go feet together, sitting neutral level. And now I'm opening up the SI joint, and I can feel where that sciatic nerve runs through deep in my butt cheek. I'm opening that wide up. It's wide open so that I can actually receive the vibration in that hot spot. Okay? And if you have trouble with that, okay, let's take our feet down and let's just lean forward into our knees. This actually feels really good across the chest. And if I think about sitting nice and tall, tilt my chin to my chest and looking up, tilting ear to ear while receiving this energy feels amazing. Looking right to left. Okay, right to left. And then even from here, if you want to put your arms behind you, just do shoulder rolls. Okay, we can be in contact with the unit and do shoulder rolls. It's actually harder because you have to coordinate it. So if you don't do well with that, put your hands on your knees and just work on rolling those shoulders back and forth. Going forward. Take a hand behind. Take a hand behind. Chest up and out. Yep. Don't be afraid to open that chest wall up. Pushing those hips forward. Now we're really feeling it. Almost too much. I'm going to take my hand, put one hand on here so I can feel it on the other hand, but I don't have to feel it excessively because I've gone from feeling it on both sides to where I'm rattling side to side. If I take my hand off and lean away from the energy, I get less energy, but my arm still gets the energy. So it's a good compromise. Okay. We can take that horizon a little further away. So I've got my legs are out further in front of me. Okay. Put the hand back. Now put it on the other leg. Lean away. And now I get this all the way up into my chest, all the way up into my neck, going through the shoulder. Okay. And again, if you decide you want to lean back and feel more energy here, okay, everything is opened up. I'm in a relaxed state. Open up that chest, push high into the sky. Head is back. Don't forget to breathe. Okay? Don't forget to breathe. Those are just some favorites. Okay, let me show you another favorite. Okay, we're going to take our legs out in front. Okay? All I'm going to do is cross one leg over the other. Yes, I'm telling you to cross your legs. Okay? And from here, just rocking the legs side to side. Okay? I can lean back. Really let those hips rock side to side. Okay? This is lubricating your hip joint. Really giving all of those muscles in your butt and in your thighs extra vibrational energy, which helps to break them down so that you're not so stuck. So we're breaking through that glue to sticky honey and peanut butter. Okay, we cross over, switch sides, rock and roll those hips. Feeling oh so good. Feeling oh so good. Okay, rock and rolling those hips, opening up that chest. If you don't want the chest to be open up and you want to keep that hand on the platform, you can do that. Okay, or take that horizon, put it behind you, and then you can rest your elbows on it. And you can flow side to side. So we'll do that. Actually, I'm going to face away from you. And you can see how this positions if I'm facing away. Okay? So getting in position, elbows, or I can just lay on my back. We can roll the hips to the side. Roll the hips to the side, opening up my hip sockets in the front. But it doesn't require me to hold my head and chest up. Okay? But I'm rolling my hips to the side. Feels really, really good. Okay, we want to make that harder. Take your feet out wider if you have the mobility to go wider, and then rock and roll. Okay, so really opening up those hips. Okay, if you have the ability to open up your chest with the horizon closer, okay, then we can roll side to side. Okay, some of you might not be able to do that. That's quite all right. You don't have to do that. It's just an option. Okay, now, so we've done a couple of different maneuvers. The Rumble X Pro just went off. So let me double check here and see What we got here? Oh, have the Horizon ball, but honestly haven't used it. Not sure of how to use it. Can't easily get on the floor and sit on the RumbleX. Okay, so let me show you a little trick. This is a really cool trick. You can actually use this on top of your RumbleX, okay? And even if it's curved, we can still make it work. So let me show you something. I'm gonna go right back to that P2 setting. It's my favorite. I'm gonna set this on top, and then I'm gonna have a seat. You don't have to get on the floor. You can use your Horizon on the platform, okay? And you can do it the exact same way as how I just demonstrated it. So we have our feet out in front of us. We can do this. So if you're worried about being able to sit on here and being too low to the ground, again, you can grab that ball. You can squeeze the ball. I'm holding on to the back of the Horizon. I can put my hands on my knees, okay? Sitting up nice and tall. And because there's a big air gap here, it's not going to touch the control panel. So you can do this. And let me just tell you, okay, if you're sitting center on your Horizon, you're going to do the happy dance because this feels really, really, really good. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. This feels really good, okay? So we can squeeze and hold. We can work those booty muscles, but the Horizon just brings the platform up higher to you. I love using these together, okay? Love using these together. The other thing that you can do, I can turn any side I want to. It's a little bit harder to sit directly on the RumbleX, forward or lateral, I should say, but I can actually lean back and actually receive this. If you do this, the P2 is too much. You'll have to go into manual mode in order to lean back and really open up. It's too much energy up top, okay, if you're using oscillating motion. But you can use that in manual mode, okay? Now, let me show you this. Facing back square, cross over the leg, okay? So we're crossing over the leg. We can make contact with the platform, or we can stay nice and upright, and we're just moving the hips side to side. Just getting this leg crossed over is stretching this out, okay? So take your head chest high, sit nice and tall, lean forward. Now we just got a big stretch deep in our butt muscles and in our hips. Cross to neutral, cross back over, head chest high, rock and roll in just a little bit, side to side, angle side to side. We can do a little bit of music, twist and shout, you know what I mean? Got to do some twist and shout. You got to have fun, okay? If you dread getting on the platform or using your Horizon because you're afraid you're going to screw up, don't be afraid. Make sure that you're having fun because that's what it's all about. We love to have fun around here, okay? We can work on calf raises. So I'm getting SI joint, sciatica, low back pain, hips, working on loosening up my legs, doing calf raises. So I'm stimulating a response here through the feet, which happen to have all the neurosensory rich nerve cells, okay? So we can do that. We can go legs out in front of us. Now reach. If you reach, now we're getting a low back stretch. We're getting SI joint stretch. We're getting glute stretch. We're getting calf stretch. We're getting groin stretch. Everything's getting stretched, and you didn't have to do anything extra. You just had to change how you load on the platform and on the Horizon, okay? We can take one arm, and we can rotate, reach across, slide down. You're going to feel this on the back side and in your neck and shoulder. Feels really, really good. And by the way, take the other hand, put it on the machine so it vibrates. And that energy is now traveling across your body into your back on the opposite side. Hands are up. Give a little spirit wave, and then reach and slide back down. Here's the thing. If you can only get to here, that's okay. You don't have to go all the way down. You just do what you can do. You don't have to be as limber and as mobile as I am. You might be more limber or more mobile than I am. You just have to do what works for you, okay? And then coming back to you. Okay, legs out in front of you. Pull your toes to your nose. Push away. Toes to your nose, push away, okay? So toes to nose, so I'm pushing like a gas pedal. Now just lean your chest forward, just ever so slightly. and do the same thing. And you can hold on to the back side if you need to, but you're gonna feel things opening up here in your legs as well as on the back side, and you're gonna feel the stretch, not only in your back, but if you keep your head and chest up and lifted instead of rounding, you're actually gonna feel it all the way through here in the front, okay? So lots of things we can do to relax. So put my hands on my knees and just very slowly rolling those shoulders back, rolling them forward, opening up. Ah, feels so good. Take those hands, if you can reach behind, okay? If you can reach behind and touch your arms on the back side. We're looking up, we're looking down. We're looking up, we're looking down. We're tilting side to side, just feeling and observing where we're carrying extra tension, looking right to left. Good, good, good. Okay, now I've shown you some of my favorite products. We've got the Sculpt Trainer that I showed you. We got the Rumble X Plus that I showed you on P2. I'm on the Rumble X Pro right now on P2. I've got the Horizon Balance Trainer. Right behind me here is the Oculax. Okay, we have our Oculax eye massager. If you have headaches, you have sinus issues, you have a really hard time winding down at night, have a hard time with flying, falling asleep in another hotel room if you travel a lot, this is one of my favorite products, and no better time than now to get one. And so you can actually be on your Rumble X or whatever it is you're using, and we keep these on hand all the time because this is one of our most popular products here at my facility. But we put the Oculax on, almost virtual reality, but it's not. We put it on, and then we push the start button. So there's a button right here on the side. You can feel it with the indentation of your fingers. You're gonna push and hold until you hear it beep on. It's on now. And then you just sit here and relax. And there's sounds of water drops. And if you wanna listen to the birds sing, it's just super relaxing. Don't have to use my hands to keep it in place. It is adjustable on the back side. If you need to keep it in place, you can adjust it so it stays nice and tight, okay? But man, like I am getting maximal opportunity here to relax. And not only that, but it also has heat, So if you don't already have an Oculax, you need one. This is one of my favorite devices. And I'll tell you what's awesome. If you have our pulsed electromagnetic field mat, or if you have one of our infrared sauna blankets or our new red light therapy blanket that's now available, coming out, you can lay flat inside of the bag or inside of the blanket, if you will, and you can wear this while you're laying there, and you're getting all of it all at once. We did that with a lot of our ladies this last weekend, and it was so awesome. We loved doing that for them. But if you need ideas to put on your Christmas list or on your Secret Santa exchange or just on your birthday gift wish list, the Oculax, the Horizon, Rumble X Pro or Rumble X Plus, Sculpt Trainer, and then you bring the Oculax all together with one of our portable sauna blankets or red light therapy blankets. It is like the ultimate in de-stressing and relaxation. So good things. And there's no time better than this week and next week to purchase a lot of these products on super special. The one thing I want you to remember, because I know you're all waiting for that Black Friday special. Remember, whatever you buy right now, they're gifting a free massage gun if you spend over $100, okay? And why is that important? Because that is, I don't know what their plan is for Black Friday. I know that they're giving away a free gift with purchases, but I don't know that it's going to be a massage gun. So if you are wanting to stock up on extra gifts to put back throughout the year, place two separate orders. Place one for an Oculax and a sauna blanket, or an Oculax and a Horizon, and you get a massage gun. And then place another order for a Rumble X, and you get a massage gun. And you place another order for a set of adjustable dumbbells, and you get a massage gun. You get what I'm saying? So submit multiple orders so that you get the best on the return of the prize, okay? Now, I'm starting to itch excessively in my butt cheeks, so that means I'm going through detox and my body is releasing bad energy, which is good because that's how our body restores, recovers, and that's how we feel great, okay? And I'm seeing, yes, using it with your BioRemedy sauna. I love it. It really does help you to relax. One thing that I have learned, here's a little secret for you. You can do the sauna, then you can get on the PMF mat. You can do this before you get on all of it. So all you need is an hour, okay? If you think about taking an hour to yourself a couple of times a week, because we all deserve that, give yourself a little self-love, okay? You can get on the vibration platform for 10 minutes. You can lay you can sit in the sauna and just relax and meditate, listen to music, okay? You can get on your BioRemedy, in your BioRemedy sauna blanket, lay on your back, and then put these on, and then you're getting a lot of different things, okay? A lot of different technologies. Now, I know what the question is going to be. Can you do the sauna followed by the blanket or the sauna with PMF? Yes, you can. You can get into the sauna for up to an hour. So if you just do 30 minutes in the sauna and do another 15 to 30 minutes or 45 minutes on the PMF mat, just make sure that if you are doing it late at night, that your head is above the pulse electromagnetic field or on a level of 8 hertz, because we don't want to upregulate the energy systems when you're trying to go to sleep, okay? So make sure if you're wanting to get the greatest return on the entire body, keep your head off the PMF mat and just let from here down, use it on like a 15 or a 30. But if your head is on the mat, let's keep it around 8, okay? So that is some of my favorite devices from LifePro, how I use them to de-stress. It's Friday, it's the end of the week. We've had a very, very busy week in my business. I'm sure a lot of you have had very, very busy week. And congratulations to our G's in the LifePro family, Grover and Gomez, or Gomes. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly. But Wendy Grover and Lamilla Gomez or Gomes. I might be way off on those, but those are the two names that won the social media posting review contest. And remember, we've got more and more stuff coming out. So continue to let us know what it is that you're looking for, whether it is red light therapy for your head, whether it is a red light therapy torch that you can carry on your keychain, whether it is a total body red light therapy device that you can wrap up in. There are a lot of different things coming out. I do not have the up and the up on what is around the corner until it arrives, but I can tell you that we have released a lot of great products in 2023 that make LifePro really stand out against the competition, not only from an innovation standpoint of biohacking to a younger you, but also from a customer service standpoint. So I want to say thank you to all of you, because there's two things that money cannot buy, no matter how much of it you have. Money cannot buy you your health, and it cannot buy you back time. So thank you for sharing your time with me. And thank you for looking into LifePro to helping you maximize optimal health by just giving your body the greatest environment that it can have in order for it to fix itself. We're not trying to cure anything, because we're not medical doctors or experts in medicine. I am actually licensed in medicine, but what I want to make sure of is that we're not guaranteeing you that we're curing you. We are guaranteeing you that our devices are going to be able to provide an optimal environment for your body to regenerate, restore, and fix itself. And that's what you want. You don't want the magic pill, although the magic machine works really, really well in wonders. That's what got me started with LifePro. But we want you to have the optimal environment for your body to be able to restore and regenerate and fix itself, because it's made to do that. Our body is actually designed to do that. So I want to say thank you, though, for time and health and sharing time with us, because I love these Fridays and sharing time with all of you. I love reading your comments, and I love seeing you all on social media and seeing how your life is changing and getting better, whether it's with LifePro products or whether you're just sharing a new eating regimen or a new fitness program that you're part of, use that VIP group in Facebook to share with us how we are changing and making an influence in your life for the better, because this is all much bigger than us. And that's what our goal is to be able to do something great for all of you from the convenience of your home. So thank you for watching, and have yourself a wonderful weekend. Some of you might be doing Friendsgiving, or some of you might be having Thanksgiving early. But thank you very much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you early next week, more than likely earlier in the week than you're expecting on a Friday. And next weekend, we are just going to blow it up and share a lot of great things in social media, and all the specials running, and favorite things, and how things can influence your world. So if there's something interested you're wanting to learn about, make sure and share with us what you would like to learn about, so we can maximize our time with all of you. So have a great weekend, and peace out until next time. Bye.